Hi everyone, it's Enchantress. So I'm here with my vision board, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about vision boards and visualization and law of attraction and manifesting and all that kind of stuff, kind of lumped all in one, using this vision board to give you kind of an example. I just want to shout out to Charmed Intuition, Liz, who helped, uh, plant the seed again to make a vision board, because I had made things when I was younger, just like general images of what kind of how I wanted to see myself, kind of thing, but never a vision board of all the things that I dreamt of or imagined in my mind, kind of thing. So this is kind of what my brain looks like, which after making it, I realized, hey, my brain is so colorful. So I'll go step by step and tell you how I made it, and how I made my vision notebooks and binders and other things that I've done in the past. And so you guys check out Charmed Intuition, and she has a really cool vision board, and she kind of shows you how she cuts things out and how she lays it out I'm not going to show you all that part, but yeah, it's not too complicated. It's hit and miss, and it's really just kind of a collage and whatever feels good. And then so I'm just going to point out a few things. I wanted to point out this drawing in particular, by Jim Warren. I've always loved it so much because it just, in one painting, there was several couples. There's this couple in the sky, there's this couple kissing in the waves, and then there's this couple running on the beach. And I kind of like the multiplying of, like you can see love in everything, kind of thing. And so some of the things I did were like Photoshop. So I kind of did a little Photoshop thing to help visualize, a healthy figure kind of thing. And this is another one of my favorite images. This is kind of me, like a world peace kind of image, like how I feel it would be like, kids happy, healthy. That's like one of my main images in my mind is children having happy homes and clothed, and nobody being sick or hungry or anything like that. So I have that sort of a vision, and I just kind of like it, the way it's drawn, because it seems very universal and out space and out there. And it's like something that we could all do if we just dreamt about it, and I like the rainbows and the doves and that sort of thing. Here's one of my favorite images. I think it was Melanie who posted it, but it's like ever since she posted it, I always think of the unicorn kind of as the divine masculine. And in fact, one of my charms, which is a unicorn, I call it the divine masculine charm. So whenever it pops up, that means it's the reading or the divine masculine is popping up to say hi. I have a fairy over here, so I'm fairy. But really, most of what I wanted to do, my vision right now, is to beautify my outdoors with flowers and plants and gardening and that kind of thing. And so that's why I ended up with a lot of plants. And I'm working on my health and balancing and trying to eat right, and also meditating and that kind of stuff. So trying to attract love and romance in my life, but the healthy kind and all that. So anyway, so that's kind of what the vision board is about for me, and it's kind of like saying it's already here, it's happening. Here's the Eiffel Tower. I thought that was a pretty artwork of the Eiffel Tower, which represents travel to me, but also the fact that I do want to go to France, because that's one of my to-dos on the bucket list. So most of these I got from magazines, and I'll show you in a minute. I just flipped through magazines, tore out pictures. Some of them I printed out, and then I embellished it with hot glue and flowers and butterflies and that sort of thing. So that's pretty much how it looks, and I'll show you the things that I used, my tools that I used to get there. So here's some of my tools. Well, first of all, I got a bunch of magazines, and here are just some diet magazines that my friend gave me. A friend of the family. She was just trying to give me a hint. Yeah, and I mean, sure, they're really good. You know, good health information, good little recipes and things like that that are nice. But I did find a lot of good words in here. I didn't find too much about romance, but health and wellness related stuff was good, and so that was one of the objectives, and finding pictures and stuff, so that was good. So you may or may not have magazines, but if you do, that is the first start. And then using scissors to cut things out, and then you can cut them out in unusual shapes. And Liz is showing you can also use fun scissors that have the special edges. And then we have the glue stick, which is real important, and a hot glue gun, which I use for the end result for those flowers and stuff. So I'm going to show you some other things that I've created over time. Alright, here's a book that I've mentioned a few times to you guys. Well, I mentioned it in a video that I did in books that have changed my life, but I've also recommended to several people for during their live videos. And not live, I'm talking about private videos, but I feel like I've brought this up before for you guys. So Creative Visualization by Shakti Gawain. It's really great, has great exercises in it. One of the things that she suggests you do is make some life goals kind of things, and update your life goals. You know, do a 6 month, a 5 year, and then every 5 years, you know, update it or so. Even every 6 months, update it, so your goals might be changing. And then also look at the things that you've accomplished and give yourself a pat on the back for that, because I feel like that's the part that we forget sometimes, to feel good about what we've already done. So I'm going to show you some other things that I made. So when I had a house, I used this book to bring my house towards me. And then when I got my house, I decided to decorate it. And so this was my house that was built from scratch. So I made this whole notebook, and it's all the pictures of it. And then I made like wish lists and how much things would cost, and budgeted, and watched HGTV all day long and all night long. And then I would draw pictures to the best of my ability, and even my kids got in on drawing pictures too. So here's a picture I think my daughter drew of her bedroom. I was like, okay, we'll make it like that, sure. And so here's kind of a picture I drew, just kind of like a pencil sketch, and so on, and art that I wanted in my room. So my room is all going to vary, and it turned out really cute. And it's just like I cut out all these ideas. So I actually did in that day have a subscription to Better Homes and Gardens and home improvement books, magazines and such. And so this is what I did for myself. For every room in the house, I cut out things that I wanted, you know, and how I wanted to see it, how I want to see my home. And so really it turned out very beautiful. And yeah, it was very nice for a while. And so there's my son's room, and I did this whole neat Asian thing for him, so that was pretty cool. And my daughter's room, she wanted Barbies and things, and so yeah, that's what we did for her, and had a really fun time, because it was like doing all the things that I wanted to have as a little girl. I finally got to do. I mean, my room was pretty cute when I was young, but not as cute as this. And so I had very frilly, girly things, and it was really fun. And so yeah, this is just more, you know, I started to see what my style was, the kind of French provincial, fluffy, ruffly kind of thing going on. I painted clouds on her ceiling, I got color swatches to see, what I liked against the other thing. There's a sketch of my living room. There's more sketching. And then some ideas for the living room. And it actually turned out pretty nice as well. Let's see if I can find a drawing for how it looked. I'll have after shots. So the dining room kind of pretty much turned out like this. I got this neat chandelier that kind of was similar to what my grandmother had when I was a kid, and I was always in love with her chandelier. And I even made this kind of golden, I can't remember what that's called. It's a window, sort of not a frame, but it's sort of a arch, just an arch, some kind of decorative motif, and so on. And I never did get around to getting my kitchen to look like that. Maybe I can do it with the kitchen that I have now. But anyway, so yeah, these are just, I really got into, and I actually turned the garage into sort of a cowboy room. And now finally we have some outdoor themed stuff. So I might have to steal some of the outdoor theme for the project that I have envisioned now. But yeah, so, and I did that white Christmas tree for Christmas. It turned out really pretty. And there's some garden ideas and such. Yeah, I'm going to have to take those garden ideas. So there you go, guys. That I pasted, here's my chandelier store and it was really inexpensive chandelier store. You can buy pieces in the mail and construct it yourself kind of thing. Yeah, and so I got pretty heavy into it, but I enjoyed every minute of it. I really loved and enjoyed decorating my home. Yeah, the Christmas was pretty fun. And so there you go. That is one of the things that I've done. So I have an exercise program too that I've been doing, and I go to the gym and I have nutrition, and I have my workout too. But one of the things that I added to my workout book was also some visual aids. Actually photoshopped this. So these are just kind of like visual aids to help keep you motivated. And if you're able to Photoshop, then that can be really good. Otherwise, just, cutting out pictures of people or things that, healthy pictures, like wanting to be strong, or images of warriors, or whatever it takes. I had sort of this warrior mind, and pictures of myself, kind of my evolution of losing weight and stuff, and getting fit and getting strong. And there you go. That's that's how I've used my, that's my vision board so far, has been kind of these notebooks. And now I have my actual own vision board, and I hope you like that. I hope that helped you guys. These are all like, if you're seeing the things that you want to attract in your life, it really impacts your manifestations even more, So there's definitely words, impact writing things down, just like that affirmation in my Love Notes video, if you want to check that out. At the end there, I call it a spell just because of the theme, but really it was just an affirmation. I also have affirmation videos that can help you attract by saying these words, repeating them out loud, writing them, looking at them, and then adding pictures to them, which can really impact in a stronger way this visual world that you want to live in. This is what you want to see around you, kind of thing. And so anything that you can visualize, you can bring to yourself. And there's all kinds of methods and ways of doing it. And if you ever feel kind of down, or feel like the world's not working to your, the way you want it, just try to look at the bigger picture and just relax. Like sometimes just looking through magazines or flipping, cutting out pictures, or watching a romantic movie or whatever it is, help you give yourself a visual of what you want, because sometimes that could be the problem too, right? Like if you're wanting your twin flame in your life, say, what would that look like to you? Paint a visual of how your life would be like, that kind of thing. All right, so I hope you like that, guys. If you have any questions, you can comment below. This is just kind of me sharing with you, and also thank you, not only to Liz but to Melanie too, who kept reminding me I need to do my vision board. And anybody out there who talks about meditation and focus and affirmation and intention, these are all things that can help in those respects to. Even if you don't bring this immediately into your world, it keeps your head in a high place and your heart in a light place, kind of thing. All right, so I'll be doing some more videos for you, but I thought I should get this one out so you can see what's going on.